Today, I will be dealing my topic Diagnosis Methods COVID-19. Myself, Dr. Shama Afroz Beg, HOD Microbiology, Swami Shri Swarupanand Saraswati Mahavidyalaya, Hutko Bhilai, Chhattisgarh. My topic will be dealt under the synopsis, introduction, history, diagnosis method, in diagnosis methods, RT-PCR and antibody method, conclusion, and the references. Coronavirus COVID-19 outbreak from Wuhan, China in December 2019 and has spread widely over the world and has been declared as pandemic outbreak 2020 on the 11th March by WHO. It is caused by a coronavirus SARS-CoV-2, a novel virus, and it is a severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. History: coronavirus disease was first described in 1931. The first human coronavirus was isolated in 1965 by Dr. Almeida. It causes a common cold. 7 coronavirus can infect humans. The one that causes SARS emerged in southern China in 2002 and quickly spread it to 28 other countries. MERS started in Saudi Arabia in 2012. 3 groups of coronavirus exist: Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. In Group 3, no human coronavirus is as yet. SARS-CoV is an outlier to all 3 groups, although some place it in Group 2. The diagnosis, how we diagnose whether we are COVID positive or not, or corona positive. The coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 only contain RNA. They rely on infiltrating healthy cells to multiply and survive. Once inside the cell, the virus uses its own genetic code to take control of and reprogramming the cells to make them becoming virus-making factories. The 2 types of tests to detect the virus infections are RT-PCR based and the antibody based. I'll deal with these 2 in detail, but a few tests are there which are used as a laboratory diagnosis for COVID-19 testing. The specimen taken is the respiratory secretions and the stool for HKU1. Virus isolation is done in the human hepatoma cell line HU7, which has been recently used for primary isolation, and the detection of viral RNA is done by RT-PCR. By electron microscopy, negatively stained stool samples are used for detection of the enteric coronaviruses. Complement fixation, ELISA assays, immunofluorescence, virus neutralization tests have been used for serological diagnosis. The serologic diagnosis of infections with strain 229E is possible using passive hematogglutination test. The real-time RT-PCR, which is the major test, reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction test. It is the most accurate laboratory method for detecting, tracking, and studying the coronavirus. RT-PCR is the nuclear-derived method for detecting the presence of a specific genetic material from any pathogen. In this case, it is the virus. The markers used to detect the presence of the genetic material are the radioactive isotopes which were used earlier. Now fluorescent dyes are used which are less hazardous. With real-time RT-PCR, scientists can see the results almost immediately while the process is still ongoing. The principle of RT-PCR: to detect virus like the coronavirus, we have to convert the genetic material RNA to DNA using real-time RT-PCR, and the process is called as the reverse transcription. This is done because only DNA can be copied or amplified, which is key part of the real-time RT-PCR process. Scientists amplify this viral DNA hundreds or thousands of times, and by this amplification, they get enough quantity of the viral DNA. This facilitates in the accurate confirmation for the presence of virus. The procedure is that you take the sample is the person's nose or throat swab, treated with the several chemical solutions so that the proteins and fats are removed and only the RNA is present in the sample. This extracted RNA mixture of a person's genetic material consists of the person's genetic material and the coronavirus RNA if present. The RNA is reverse transcribed to DNA using a specific enzyme, reverse transcriptase. We add marker labels to the strains which are then used to detect the virus. These fragments attach themselves to target sections of the viral DNA if the virus is present in a sample. The mixture in this is then placed in a RT-PCR machine. Reactions then create new identical copies of the target sections of viral DNA, and the cycle repeats over and over to make number of viral DNA. And 35 cycles. In a 35 cycles, 35 billion new copies of the viral DNA are created, and these new copy, they release fluorescent dye, which is measured by the computer and is presented in the real time on the screen. The computer tracks the amount of fluorescence in the sample after each cycle. When the amount goes over a certain level of fluorescence, this confirms that the virus is present. Scientists also monitor how many cycles it takes to reach this level in order to estimate the severity of the infection. The fewer the cycle, the more severe the viral infection is. अगर कम cycle में हमको ज़्यादा amount of fluorescent material मिलता है या दिखाई देता है, इसका मतलब होता है कि the viral का infection जो है वो ज़्यादा amount में है. The molecular test, diagrammatically I have explained it. Taking the specimen by the swab, extracting RNA, amplifying it with the converting it to the DNA and amplifying it, and then interpreting the result. In the antibody test or the serology test, it detects the immune response to SARS-CoV-2 exposure. We take the blood sample because the antibodies are present in the blood, and expose the specimen to the SARS-CoV-2 specific antigens, where the color change indicates the previous exposure to SARS-CoV-2. Advantage of the RT-PCR. This technique is highly sensitive and specific and can deliver a reliable diagnosis as fast as 3 hours, though laboratories take 6 to 8 hours. Comparatively, real-time RT-PCR is significantly faster and has a lower potential for contamination or errors. This is because the entire process can be done within a closed tube. In the antibody test, what is the antibody test? It is a biological, it is based on the biological phenomena. Whenever a body is invaded by a foreign invader, antibodies are generated by the body immune system, and the antibodies are specific to the invader, and the detection of specific antibodies are in the blood samples that indicates at some point that individual is exposed to that invader, and that's why it is very less sensitive. Drawbacks in antibody test. Antibodies cannot be copied in a test tube, unlike DNA, thus they are less sensitive than the PCR. Also, the human body takes time to generate antibodies after exposed to an invader. Antibodies continue to be present in the blood for some time, even after the invader is completely eliminated from the body and there are no clinical symptoms. The human body is capable of generating immunological memory after first infection. So the next time if same invader re-enters, the body is better prepared to eliminate the infection, which is a principle behind all the vaccinations. In some cases, this memory, which is typically called immunity, is lifelong. In other cases, it is short-term. इसलिए होता क्या है कि जब अगर किसी व्यक्ति को कोरोना वायरस कोविड-19 पॉजिटिव नहीं भी है, जीवन के किसी भी समय में वो किसी भी कोरोना वायरस से अगर इन्फेक्ट हुआ है, तो उसके अंदर वो एंटीबॉडीज प्रेजेंट हैं, तो वो फॉल्स टेस्ट देंगी, एंड दैट इज द कोरोना पॉजिटिव टेस्ट, not COVID-19 positive test. Conclusion which we can draw: which test is the best? The controversy is misplaced. Both are important, but their purposes are different. RT-PCR is the confirmatory test to be done with clinical symptoms. The detection of SARS-CoV using RT-PCR can only achieve a sensitivity of 50 to 79%, though the same test will certify if the patient is fully recovered or not. RT-PCR will give an idea if people within the immediate proximity of a newly confirmed patient are infected by the virus. The first negative result does not completely rule out lack of infection. Therefore, quarantine or isolation of these people is essential. The majority, that is 70 to 80%, would have subclinical infection, though never shown any symptoms. Now, the antibodies test will give data on how many people are exposed to the virus at some point of time, whether they are not COVID-19 positive, but they have been exposed to the virus. This would be essential to estimate the extent of virus spread in the community and to respond appropriately. When to use which test, diagnostic test? If we are having the symptoms of COVID-19, then the test that detect the virus is the RT-PCR test and antigen test. But when we are in the treatment, we have to detect whether our immune response and potential immunity are good, then we are using the antibody tests. This is the procedure which we takes in the cellular immunity, humoral immunity, antigen presentation, SARS-CoV-2 entry and replication, which has been previously told by all the doctors. So I'm not repeating it. This is also the incubation period, the prodromal period, the pneumonia phase, and the immunological phase. I am mostly related with the immunological phase. In the immunological phase only, the most mortality in this phase, when we should have the RT-PCR. The prodromal, in the prodromal phase, we can have the RT-PCR test. If that come positive, and only this test when come positive, then we have to switch on to our medicines. References which I have taken, these are the references. And in the early stage, if in the early stage of the COVID-19, if our immune system is very good, then the SARS will come out and will die and will not infect us. But in the severe stage, what happens? Our immune system is not so strong and is not able to compete to that virus, and virus is ready to make its copy, and our immune system fails, and that is the severe stage. And in that, the inflammation and the damaging starts. So thanks very much for my presentation. If you have any queries, you can ask. Thank you once again.